Good morning all. Today we are going to discuss about database architecture. Database architecture. Database architecture. The design of a DBMS depends on its architecture. It can be centralized or decentralized or hierarchical. The architecture of a DBMS can be seen as either single tier or multi-tier. Single tier or multi-tier. Actually, the design of a DBMS depends on the architecture. Design completely depends on its architecture. It can be centralized or decentralized or hierarchical. It has mainly three types: one tier architecture, two tier architecture, three tier architecture. One tier architecture, also known as single tier architecture. In one tier architecture, the DBMS is the only entity where the user directly sits on the DBMS and uses it. Here in single tier architecture, the DBMS is the only entity. In this type, the user sits on the DBMS and uses. Any changes done here will directly be done on the DBMS itself. Any changes in this DBMS we can change. It can be automatically, the changes will be done on DBMS itself. It does not provide handy tools for end users. Database designers and programmers normally prefer to use single tier architecture. Generally, the database designers and programmers sits on the DBMS and uses it. So this is single tier architecture. In this type of architecture, the database is readily available on the client machine. Any request made by client does not require a network connection to perform the action on the database. For example, consider, let's say you want to fetch the records of employee from the database, and the database is available on your computer system. So the request to fetch employee details will be done by your computer, and the records will be fetched from the database by your computer. This type of system is generally referred as local database system. This is also known as local database system. Next one is two-tier architecture. In this, it must have an application through which the DBMS can be accessed. Programmers use two-tier architecture where they access the DBMS by means of an application. Here the application tier is entirely independent of the database in terms of operation, design and programming. In this type of architecture, we have client machine and server machine. In two-tier architecture, the database system is present at the server machine, and the DBMS application is present at the client machine. The database system is present at the server machine, and the DBMS application is present at the client machine. These two machines are connected with each other through a reliable network. In this system, database system is present at the server machine. DBMS application is present at the client machine in two-tier architecture. In two-tier architecture, whenever client machine makes a request to access the database present at server using a query language like SQL, the server performs the request on the database and returns the result back to the client. Once again, whenever client machine makes a request, whenever client machine makes a request to access the database, present at server using a query language like SQL, the server performs the request on the database and returns the result back to the client. The application connection interface such as JDBC, ODBC are used for the interaction between server and client. The application connection interface like JDBC, ODBC are used for the interaction between server and client. Next level is three-tier architecture. A three-tier architecture separates its tiers from each other based on the complexity of the users and how they use the data present in the database. It is most widely used architecture to design a DBMS. Three-tier architecture is the most widely used database architecture. It can be viewed as database tier, application tier, user tier. Database tier, application tier, user tier. Database tier is also known as data tier. This is the lowest level in the three-tier architecture. At this tier, the database resides along with its query processing languages. We also have the relations that define the data and their constraints at this level. This is also known as data tier. This is the lowest level of the three-tier architecture. In this tier, the database resides along with its query processing languages. Next one is application tier. This is also known as middle tier. At this tier reside the application server and the programs that access the database. At this tier reside the application server. This tier is resided the application server and the programs that access the database. Programs are accessing the database from database tier. For a user, this application tier presents an abstracted view of the database. For a user, the application tier presents an abstracted view of the database. End users are unaware of the existence of the database beyond the application. At the other end, the database tier is not aware of any other user beyond the application tier. The application layer sits in the middle and acts as a mediator between the end user and the database. End user is nothing but clients. Database is the lowest level, that is data tier. It acts as a mediator, middle between the data tier and user tier, between the user tier and data tier. The next tier is user tier. This is also known as presentation tier. This is also known as presentation tier. This is the highest level in the three-tier architecture. This is the highest level in the three-tier architecture and closest to the user. And it is very closest to the user. End users operate on this tier and they know nothing about any existence of the database beyond this layer. At this layer, multiple views of the database can be provided by the application. Multiple views of the database, that means we can view the database in many ways. That can be provided by the application. That means the middle tier. That means the middle tier can provide the database in multiple views. All views are generated by applications that resides in the application tier. These views are provided by the application tier. By using applications. These are generated by the applications. In three-tier architecture, another layer is present between the client machine and server machine. Actually, overview of the three-tier architecture is another layer is present between the client machine and server machine, whereas in two-tier architecture has client machine and server machine. In three-tier architecture, another layer is provided. In this architecture, the client application doesn't communicate directly with the database system present at the server machine. Rather than client application communicates with server application, and the server application internally communicates with the database system present at the server. This is three-tier architecture. In the three-tier architecture is used in case of large applications also. Three-tier architecture is used in large web applications also. End users has no idea about the existence of the database beyond the application server. The database also has no idea about any other user beyond the application. The application on the client end interacts with an application server which further communicates with the database system. This is about overview of the three-tier architecture. Thank you.